testing some stuff for a second. Okay, let's turn the mic up a little bit. All right. I think that's better. So what's up, gang? How's everybody doing? What up, what up? Let me pop this out. Sorry, just doing some little stuff on the back end. It has been a minute since I have done any of this. Alright, so we are going to mute that. I'm able to hear you loud and clear, buddy. Talking to myself. So we can exit out of that now. Make sure OBS is doing its thing, which it looks like it is. I think. It might not be. We'll see. Okay, so... is there a way to see if the stream is live or not, other than just, like, watching my own stream in OBS? Okay, it seems like everything is working. Now the real test, if everything is working how I want. All right, I think that did what it needed to. So if anybody's watched any of my streams before, I'm gonna be real with you. I have much less of the bells and whistles, but I'm a bit better at coding. Fingies crossed. I don't know. We're kind of just getting our feet wet back in on this. Not really sure how often I'm going to be streaming or not. I just had a bit of an afternoon off and felt like doing some stuff today. So here we are. Here we are doing things. If you are joining us, hello. Hello, hello. Hi, Pariah Soul. How are we doing today? Oh, OBS, why are you making me pop out of that? The whole thing. That is lame. Okay, that's fine. We will make do. Okay, so we've got our pickup objects doing their thing. I need to switch this up really quick. I forgot that I don't have this guy installed. There it is, there it is. Big fan of this guy. Gonna make sure it's not doubling up on anything. Bing, 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 bing. Plugin, icon, readme, license. Yeah, all right, cool. Top of the screen is flickering orange. Okay. Oh, I see, I see. Okay. Let's see if I can fix that. Boom, boom, boom. capture. Okay. Definitely not. It's supposed to be like this, but the flicker, that is something I am not wanting. Just trying to figure out why that is a thing. Okay, let's see if I can display capture. Okay. Cursor, advanced settings. Okay, let's see if it is still having that issue. We're going to just get rid of rid of that one. Oh, there's the weird flashies again. Okay, hopefully we aren't getting as many of those. Is it still happening whenever I go really fast? I wonder what the issue is there. That is odd. Is it just happening whenever I change like screens and stuff? Thanks. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it is just doing that whenever it is going to a new screen. So I'm going to kind of find a cheap workaround for that. And by that I mean we're just going to change to a plain black background. So that way if it does flicker, yeah, it's just a black flicker, which is a little less obnoxious. Yeah. Still not my favorite, but we live with what we can. Alright. Cool. Thank you for being patient with me on that. So I think everything is working pretty solid right now. Okay, so got all of this going. Perfect. So let's close all of this stuff that I don't need. Have a few less distractions going on. So today's game plan is to kind of clean this up a little bit. So we got our main loop custom, that's going to be important to us. Then we're going to need our player scene pulled up. That's going to be important. And then our interactable world object. Negative. We are looking for the interactable container. That's the move. Cool. Okay, so I'm trying to get it to where I have a similar setup as my player to my containers. So we are going to do a little savey right here. Bum, bum, bum. So we don't need any of those guys. We do need external inventory ID, external inventory ID, and then save inventory slot. Or no, yeah, just save inventory. So then we are going to go back to our player, go find its save inventory. All right, so save slot, or inventory save slot, inventory save slot path string. Inventory save slot path. Okay, so we are going to do data dot resource path. So we're going to do string inventory data, resource path, external inventory data. I think that's going to be how that works. That was so long ago! That was so long ago. Yeah, it's been a while. I kind of fell off streaming so I could learn more about coding. So thanks for coming back. I'm sorry if I don't remember names or anything. Okay, let's see. So I don't need the player inventory, but I do need the save slot path. You're a-okay. Me too, buddy. Me too. Save slot path. So we are going to save the inventory data at the inventory save slot path. Okay. And then I need the same load function. Bum, bum, bum. load inventory. Inventory save slot path. Inventory save slot path. Okay. So on the ready, we need to establish the external ID. And so the inventory save slot path is going to equal string res bum bum. All right, where am I saving my external? Okay, so we're saving it here. We're going to copy our path here, throw it here. Trace, and that will end up being our external inventory object, and then the formatted string portion is going to be our external inventory ID. Then we will load equals inventory data dot new. Do I have one that's just straight external inventory data? No. So if not, I will instantiate a new one. All right, and so save inventory save path. Okay. Now let's get the save loader made up. So how I know that there's a tutorial somewhere in the Godot docs. Godot saving. There we go, there we go. All right, so we're gonna go to our main loop, going to add a node, we're gonna bring it back up to the top, and we're just gonna call well, good night. Appreciate you coming and hanging out with us. Y'all have a good one. All right, so we're gonna call this our save loader. You're A-okay. It's just going to be very sporadic. I appreciate you popping in for just a little bit to say hi. Okay, so we've got our save loader. We'll just save it up here save the script up here for now. Class name save loader. All right, so we're gonna make a signal called Okay, so we're just going to copy that as is. We don't need any more bells and whistles on that. And then this guy, we are going to drop in like that. Okay, let's see if that does what I need it to. We are going to do a input function up here. Pull the save loader right here. This down, and yeah, it's already represented as a save load. So func input event. All right, so if the event dot is action pressed quick save save loader dot save game. Save loader dot load game. If save loader dot okay, so let's just see what happens when I do this. Okay, so that just kills the player. Player goes oopsie daisy, I die. Completely kills the player. Okay, so we're just gonna go load like this. Cool. We've got this made up. Blah 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 blah. Pick all of this up really quick. Fuck around. Find out. Okay, so it. Okay, you guys should have those, but you don't. So we are going to tab. Oh no, we are going to quick save. All right, persistent node interactable containers on an instance scene skipped. Oh, it's because I haven't actually saved them into anything yet. Cool. This is why we have debug options. So we are going to blump save branches scene objects scenes interactable container, and then we are going to take these false interactable containers. They're not real. They don't actually exist, and we're going to go ahead and just delete like all of these pickup objects. They're just kind of cluttering for the sake of being clutter. Okay, so we've got pickup objects, we've got the interactable. Now let's make like 4 of them. Bump, 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 and we're going to make unique, and make unique, so you guys all have your own inventory. You're not fucking with each other's inventory. I'm gonna make you like a super big backpack just for testing's sake, but we're gonna make you an empty backpack. Bump, bump, bump. Okay, so now let's try this. Alright, we've got some stuff. We can't pick it up because our inventory is stacked. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now you're going to go in here. Nothing in your bag, nothing in your bag. Nothing in your bag. Nothing in your bag. Okay, did I break the signals on these guys? I think I did. I think... yeah, whenever they load inventory... okay, let's do that. Bum, bum. Try this again. 1, 2. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go that, and then we are going to save. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, that's a little wonky. So, the player, so let's see, the camera handler I think is having an issue. Thank you. How are we doing today? Let's see. So the camera handler isn't happy whenever we do the save load. Bum, 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 bum. So I do have a set target. Nice. What code have you been working on? Let's see. So I have the function set target. So we're going to try to find set target in other places. Okay, so I'm never setting the target again. So we're going to do load. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, so we are going to find this camera handler, dot set target self. Okay, that should do what I need it to. Base null instance on null instance. Hey, thanks for the follow. I only for a couple of weeks, not super long. Vanilla JavaScript. Bless you. All right, so it's not letting me. Cannot call function set target in base null instance. So it's saying that we don't have. That our camera handler just isn't ready yet. Okay, we're gonna do something cheesy. Ready, self.add to group camera. Then get tree dot get first node and group camera dot set target self. Work. Yes. Okay, that made the debugger upset, and it also broke my signals to my inventory managers. So bum bum bum. Okay, so I actually need this to be up here, I think. Haha! That was the issue. It broke the reference to the player. Now, okay, all of you guys have the exact same inventory all of a sudden. What gives? Okay, we're going to steal one out of here. You're going to fill you up with masks. You guys all still have the same inventory. Interesting. So inventory save slot path 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why are we? I've only got 4 inventory. So why am I getting multiple? Oh, okay. I see. I see. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. We're going to save. Exit. And try replaying again. Now, they're all empty. What in the heck? Oh no, all my stuff is broken. Okay. We hear you, buddy. We hear you. Okay. Dude, chill. You got food, you got water, you're set. Meow, 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 meow. I hear you. We all hear you. Okay, let's see. Bro, It's like a cymbal that just crashes against the train of my thought every time. Like, it just hits a pitch where, like, whatever synapses were connecting, he just knocks it straight out. Alright, so we are getting a little in the weeds. So I'm going to be real with you. We're going to abort just a little bit, especially since he's starting to do his mewing. And I know my brain always gets a little frazzled anytime he starts doing his mewing. I'm probably going to go wrestle with him for a little bit, let him know that he's loved. So we are going to go to our save loader. No, it's in our main loop. We are going to go to our main loop, and in the ready, we are just going to knock that out. We can keep this. We'll just have to do a different load input, which is fine. Okay, load game. Alright, so interactable container. Nope, wrong one again. My brother in Christ. I don't know how you discovered that one pitch. Wow. Maury, how's it been, buddy? Okay, so yeah, I got the clickety clocketies going. Yeah, so what I'm trying to get to happen is whenever I enter here, I've got my backpack. All of this stuff, it saves. It's pretty persistent. Like, I can do all of this, and then whenever I'm going to save, I'm going to exit, and whenever I reload, my inventory is however I left it. But these guys like to just revert back to their status quo. And I don't want to have to like individually make every single backpack, like every single like chest or whatever. I want to just kind of be able to like, all right, you're a chest object, add you to the queue of chest objects, blah, 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 blah. I can, if I need to, hard code all of these guys in and make them work the exact same way that my player's inventory is working. I just don't want to. So what I'm trying to do is we're going to save. We're going to exit out of here. And then we are going to have this guy load its inventory. But it's not going to because of this. So we're going to turn our save loader on, and we're just going to make it on ready. Ready, load game. So we're going to open this up, and so cool. I'm in the spot that I was whenever I saved. That worked how I thought it was going to. I've got all of the stuff that I had last time. Cool, that worked how I thought it was going to. Did I figure it out? No. So this guy persisted. We're getting closer. Okay, we're gonna put 18 in here. We're gonna walk over here. Did I accidentally fix it? Just like talking at you guys about it? We're gonna save. Come up here. And then we are going to hit this guy. Well, it seems that we have deleted everything. Everything is dead. So we are going to turn this off again and try again. All right, everything's back. Everything is awesome. And steal health pack from you, a gas mask from you, and we are going to put a book in you, and then we are going to walk right here, and we are going to save. And then we are going to ready, and oh, crap. Load game. Okay, hopefully you guys are right. Like, hopefully I just kind of got lost and got stupid. Okay, cool. Everything's still here. But it... Yeah, it went back to normal for these guys. Except for you. For some reason, you are doing what I want you to. So we're going to go right here. And then we're going to go in here. Okay, so you guys are all what you're supposed to be. We're going to save. Exit out of here. And reload again. Okay. We're gonna save. We're gonna quit. And then we're gonna reload again. You know what? That's a good point. Let's see. Interactable containers. Player interact with. And then we'll print external inventory ID. Alright, so this is bag 3. This is bag 2. This is bag 1. And this is bag 4. So I'm going to steal this. We're going to actually just put a bunch of... Put a book in here. Put a book in here. Alright, and then we're going to save. Try again. Okay, I think I'm starting to understand what is happening. Now we are going to save, save, exit. I'm going to load. I am not sure why it is suddenly working, but it seems to be suddenly be working. GG? GG with big question marks. Huge question marks on that GG. Yeah, there's the backpack. Now we are going to project, open user data, save game. All right, so we're saving the player info over and over again for some reason. That doesn't feel like what we're supposed to be doing. Get scene file path, parent file path. I'm just gonna do a little. All right, the debugger is very angry all of a sudden. Oh. Yeah, it's just upset that I'm not playing animations. That's fine. We can live with that. I knew that that existed. Let's put you there. Save. Cool. It even does that. We are going to save again. Project, open user data. Yeah, I'm not sure why we are saving this like 5 times. Oh. We're going to do var is running bool equals false. If is running return is running equals true. Is running equals false. Is running equals true. Is running equals false. And then save, exit, reload, save, exit, reload, project, open data folder. Yeah, it's just saving it over and over again. So let's see if I just kind of delete all of this. I said delete all of this, save it, exit. Then we are going to go to our save loader. I'm going to comment out the load game for now. Bring the game up. Okay, and all of these should just be basic bags. And then we are going to load up this bag. Put stuff in that bag. Okay. Now, come over here, press F5. We're going to tab, escape, uncomment this guy out. But before we actually go into there, we are going to see what the data looks like one more time. This looks much more reasonable. This looks like what I would expect. External inventory ID 1, 2, 3, 4, check, 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 check. And then we are going to run this again. My inventory is doing what it needed to. This one didn't run, that one didn't run, that one didn't run, and that one didn't run. Maybe the save is appending to the save file instead of... Possibly. We're going to exit without saving and reload again and see what happens. So this guy's persisted. Okay, I think I know... There we go. This is just a load order thing. Now let's confirm. Drop that there, pick that up. Grab a bunch of you, grab a bunch of you. We're gonna go over here. Now we're gonna do my quick save option. Exit out. I'll go to our data folder again. Yeah, there's a spot where it's saving over. Okay, I just pressed my quick save button an ass load of times. Let's see if it is just... Yep. Nope, it is just giving me a new save instance. So this means our save loader Alright, is there something I can do to delete? Is it flush? No. Close file. I just want to erase it. Delete and start anew. Because, I mean, it starts working as I would expect it to after it does that. It's just weird that it's just going to make an infinitely larger. If the file's truncated, all data from the end of the file. Okay, so huh. If you have reference to the directory, you can delete the file using directory.remove path. Okay. Going to let's try this. Let's see what happens when I do it in this direction. Okay. Why are we not killing my dude whenever we load the game? Yeah. It's all right. Thankfully, I'm not very... I'm doing this super early in the process, so I don't... Yeah, I'm loading all of the different ones all at once. Like... Okay. So we are going to cancel this out for now. Create a new save. Okay. We're going to see what the save looks like. All right, in this current state, we just have one of these guys. Cool. So that is, we've just got the one right now. Now we are going to call load game. Why do I keep going to project settings? All right, open user data. Okay, so my player has a bug in it. Okay, so did I accidentally break the queue free? Because it should be get tree.getNodes in group. Oh, I understand. So we are actually going to lessen your priority. Nope, that didn't do it. If is running equals true return. I think it's funky that we got two of the dudes. Alright, so I'm going to be so real with you. I got a little too lost in the sauce trying to get all of this fixed. We are going to... New game mode! Yeah, we're just going to make a new game. So we are going to save and close all of this. Just let it do its thing. That's fine. It's not my favorite, but it's fine. As we learned, oh yeah, I also installed script ID. That's fine. That's fine. Whatever, whatever. Okay, so here was the external inventories that were being saved. So I never got above an 8 on any of them, which is good to know. But yeah, we are just going to discard these changes so I don't have to like unbreak all of that. Okay. Do-do. Do-do. Okay, so the camera handler. And this was the first thing that we needed to do. Self.add to group camera. Get tree.get first node in group camera dot target equals self. All right. And now I'm going to be a lame baby, and we are going to just push this single change. Grammar now follows player on respawn. Because that's an annoying little bug, and I'm just getting that out of the way, so whenever I inevitably mess things up again here in a second. Control add, save node. To save loader, add the script here, save loader.gd, class name, save loader, go back to the docs, Okay. Now for the player, I have my scene file path, position, all of that good stuff. Okay, so if event dot is action, just quick save. Oh wait, no, I want this in the save loader. Load on ready. Bool equals false. Ready. If load on ready. Load game. Cool. So I don't have to just keep commenting that out. I can just fucking turn it on, turn it off. Click, 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 click. And then this is going to be save game. Delete. Save. Okay, var directory equals dir access. Is that how that works? Yeah, dir access dot. Is it open user directory dot delete. What is the command for it? Remove. So Maury, is this what you meant by like being able to delete stuff? That's how that would work, right? Dot exists. File exists. User dash dot dot save game dot save. There, I think that would work. And we are going to do another push. Save loader. I'm tired of rewriting the save loader. Okay. Check. Okay. do the first one. Okay. So we now have our save file. It just has the player information on it. Okay. All right, so it's not doubling up on saves anymore. I bet I had been calling the save function on a quick save twice somewhere. That sounds like something I would do. Okay, so we are now going to go to the save loader, and we're going to enable load on ready. Save here, close out, load back up. I'm going to take my backpack off. I know that currently leads to a bug where like all of the items that were left in the backpack get deleted. That is a different problem for a different me. We're going to save, and now whenever I load, your boy doesn't have his backpack anymore. We're going to snag this backpack right here, put it on. We're going to put on a gas mask because he just looks cool. But I forgot to save. Alright, cool. So it's only doing that stuff whenever I ask it to for that. Now we are going to save again. Thanks, Maury. We'll catch you later. Save again. Exit. Load it up. Cool. Okay. Can use a data folder. So I forgot, I do need to set up some custom logic for a couple of these guys. So we're going to say HP. then stats component. Okay, and then we got to go to our player stat component and make sure that it is actually HP, hunger, and thirst. Okay. Now, when I load, pick these guys up. And then whenever I save, and then we exit, and then we load again, and then I pick these guys up, and I use them. Okay, cool. Well, thanks for still hanging out. And then we walk up here, save again, exit. And then we are going to open our user data folder. Cool, yeah, my health keeps going up. Position data keeps changing. Perfect. All right, cool. Cool, so this ended up working. I just need to make sure. Stat component data. We got healing working. And it complies with the component system I had already set up. That was the part that was going to be a pain in my noggin, I thought. Conveniently, we will take that as a small win and get them where we can. So now that that is doing its thing, we're going to do the same thing we did here. Just delete all of these excess pickup objects, just so they're less clutter. So whenever I won't say like finish this up, but the end result I am going for is to have any sort of items thrown on the ground by the player. Like here, let me show an example, I guess. So like, say I don't want any of these masks. The intention is definitely going to be that like once I save, close the game, and I reload, I just want all of those masks to just be bye-bye. But I want these objects to persist in here. I got pretty close with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one last push to GitHub. And then I'm going to step away for 5, go use the bathroom and stuff, and then I will be right back, and we're going to try to get the chest items actually working. We're pretty close to it. I know we're pretty close to it. I think my bug was just like having too many load calls happening in places. But yeah, we're just going to try to imitate how the player has it set up as best as possible. All right, I'll be right back. All right, I am back. All right, so let's see. We are going to try to get the interactable containers. Hold on one second. So what we are going to be trying to do is get our interactable containers set up in such a way that they are going to be handling saving for us. That way their inventory data is nice and persistent the way that we want it to be. So first things first is we are going to have to save it as its own scene. Interactable container. Okay, now let's see, what were some of the things that I had? I had an external inventory ID, which was an int that I initialized at 0. And so if external ID equals 0, external inventory ID equals get tree dot get nodes in group external inventory dot size. So if there's 1 in there, it'll do 1, 2, so on and so forth. Func exit tree. Self.remove from group external inventory. That way okay. So I got the external inventory. I'm basically redoing what I had just done, but doing it in a way where it actually works. Hopefully. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. And then we needed the var save path. We'll initialize that as an empty string. All right, and so that ended up being objects external inventory, and then this is the part where I formatted it, and we're going to do we're not saving it as a scene, we're saving it as a trace file. And the formatted portion of it is going be the external inventory ID. I think that makes sense. So whenever it is created, we're also going to need to self.add to group persist. So whenever it is created, if it doesn't have an ID assigned to it, we are going to assign an ID and then assign it a safe path. If it does have an ID, which means it was loaded, you're going to load the inventory. So you're going to go back to our player and go to its load inventory, and I just want this part. So save path, inventory. Save path. Okay, and so what this is going to do, and then we will do under here, if inventory data equals null, inventory data equals inventory data dot new, inventory data dot resize, we'll say 5. 4 is a good number, like a default. Default inventory size, do int equals 4, change that to our default inventory size right there. So if it is an external ID of 0, so this is a fresh new save, doesn't have anything on it at all, we will blah 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 blah. Else we are going to load our inventory. Okay, we'll set that up in a second. This one we're going to need to yoink from the player again. Okay, so this one is a bit more straightforward. We don't need player inventory, we need inventory data. And then we don't need our player inventory data path, we just need safe path. Save dict dictionary equals blah blah. Return the save dict But before we return that, we are going to want to save our inventory. Appreciate you coming and hanging out with us. Enjoy your food. Enjoy your sleep. Okay, so we're going to go back over here and do our actual save nonsense. And go back to our interactable container. And so, file name, check. Parent, check. Position, check. Position, check. Exit out of these guys. External inventory ID. And then save path. It'd just be string save path. And I'm doing the string that probably is redundant because it's already a string, but like because it's like a formatted thing. Okay, so I have this. We're going to go into our 2D view. Go to our save loader. We're going to turn the load off because I want these guys to drop into here, make unique, drop in here, make unique, here, make unique. And then since we have turned our save loader off, we can hop in here. All of our default stuff is going to be set up minus our character because he just loads his inventory all on his lonesome. Okay, so we're going to grab this, grab this, grab this, grab this, grab this, throw you out, and throw book in here, book in here, band-aid, 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 mask, 2 band-aids, mask, doop, 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 doop. And then we are going to save our game, back out, check, save game folder. It saved our player once. 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we are going to go back to our save loader, load on ready, and hit play. Okay, so the way I'm trying to do things is unfortunately not really working for us. So what we're going to do instead is we are going to save this branch as a scene. We're going to take it, we're going to put it into scenes. I'm going to take this external inventory data, we're going to delete it, we don't need it. Now, what we are going to do is admittedly going to be kind of a pain in the ass. You're going to go here, here, cool, cool, cool. Create new folder, external inventories. And what we are going to do export var internal inventory ID var inventory data equals preload just gonna back up for now. And then var inventory data path equals blah, blah. Nope, that's not gonna work. Okay, I see. Okay, so because with this, we very much are just like hard coding this combination for like everything. Which is fine for the player. What isn't fine is for this guy. Okay, I'm gonna admit I kind of ran around in circles trying to get this done, think my brain's a little bit approaching fried on this right now. That being said, we were able to get the player less buggy. I just don't want to have to that's really what it boils down to, is I don't want to have to just make like 50 unique chests and just be like, good luck. But I think it's take a break time. I'm breaking more than I'm fixing right now. Discard all of those changes. Sync back up with our origin. I'm just going to percolate on that thought just a little bit longer. So I'm not sure if anybody else is hanging out in here, but if you are, appreciate you stopping by. But yeah, I think I'm going to hop out of here. Kind of percolate on how I'm going to handle this problem. See if anybody's, I'm sure somebody else has a more elegant solution that already exists. If not, I'm just going to do the tedious task of making 50 some odd treasure chests. And just being like, yep, those are all the chests that the entire game's going to have. And if I got to do it that way, I got to do it that way. I just don't want to. I'm just too stupid and too sleepy to figure out a different way to do it. Alright. Anywho, peace out, peeps. Bye!